So Eddie Hearn has confirmed that he has been in talks behind the scenes with George Warren regarding an Anthony Joshua-Tyson Fury fight in September. And this would be on the same terms as the ones that were proposed last year. So a 60-40 purse split in Fury's favor, and the fight would be at Wembley. Now, while he says they have had talks, he says that he hasn't received any contract, contrary to what Tyson Fury has been claiming. And he also said that at this stage, even though he's having these talks with George Warren, he's still looking at the Deontay Wilder fight for AJ in December, as well as a summer fight, and saying that that's the priority. He's entertaining the Fury fight, but there's some hesitancy there because of the fact that Fury, as we all know, likes to mess people around, play mind games, string people along just for the sake of appearances. He's a guy that can't be trusted. He's extremely manipulative. And so Eddie Hearn says he's exploring this Fury thing to see if it's real. He says he's going to be talking to the Saudis this week, but he's been saying that for the past couple weeks. He says he'll talk to them this week, and if they can't get the kind of offer they want from the Saudis with regards to the Deontay Wilder fight in December, they'll definitely look at the Tyson Fury fight. And as I've been saying in recent videos and since this Saudi tournament was first rumored, it's always been my assumption that Team Joshua would prefer the Fury fight to the Wilder fight, stylistically. Boxing is rock, paper, scissors, people. Just because Tyson Fury has beaten Deontay Wilder a couple of times, it doesn't necessarily mean that Joshua would do better against Wilder than he'd do against Fury. It is possible that he'd do better against Fury than he would against Wilder. Not that he beats either of them necessarily, but he might just do better against Fury because of the styles. What do you guys think about that? And if you do think that AJ would do better against Fury than he would against Wilder, wouldn't it therefore be sensible for him to take the Fury fight instead? Yes, there's more money in the Wilder fight because it's in Saudi Arabia, but that fight's still going to be there after he fights Fury. As long as he don't get completely demolished, the Wilder fight's still going to be there. Is it going to be worth as much money? Maybe not, but in boxing, putting up a good fight in a losing effort actually helps keep your stock relatively high. Just ask Derek Chisora. I mean, think about the number of pay-per-views he's done, and he's never been a heavyweight champion. If you think that AJ should fight Wilder instead of Fury, explain your reasoning. I'm not saying that you're in the wrong here. I'm just asking you to explain your position. I do find it curious that Fury wants to fight AJ in the UK instead of fighting him in Saudi Arabia. What's that really all about? Because we know Fury is a money man. He prioritizes money above everything else in boxing. He could make a lot more money fighting AJ in the Middle East than he could in the UK. So why fight him in the UK? You know, is it just nonsense, a smoke screen? Is he not serious at all? I don't know. Is there something else going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to? Has Fury fallen out of favor with the Saudis because of some of his antics, messing around for so long with the Usyk fight? Are they fed up of him and sick and tired? Whatever the case may be, this might be the best move for AJ to take the Fury fight rather than the Wilder fight, although he wouldn't get to have a summer fight because the Fury fight would be in September. So ideally, you'd have a summer fight and then face Fury maybe in December in the Saudi tournament. That would, I think, be the ideal scenario for him. But of course, with Fury, as I said in a previous video, he really shouldn't be prioritizing an Anthony Joshua fight. If you're running around calling yourself the greatest heavyweight of this generation and the greatest heavyweight of all time, you need to be prioritizing that Alexander Usyk undisputed fight. Forget about the likes of AJ. Get in there and fight Usyk. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below.